Hello there, welcome back to my Sims 2 Uberhood. My name is Brianna Peppers, and today we are in Académie Le Tour. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We actually don't have a lot of Sims in the university right now compared to how many Sims I actually do have in the Uberhood, but it's going to continue growing because we certainly do have a lot of teenagers who are going to eventually be aging up into university if they choose to go, of course. I think I've mentioned this before. I don't force my teenagers to go to college. I let them roll the want to. The only time that I will force a Sim to go to college if they haven't rolled the want to go is if they are from what I deem to be like a legacy family, such as like a goth child would probably be encouraged to go to college because it's not like their family wouldn't be able to afford the education, and also it's probably like an alumni thing, like, oh, I went to school here, so you're gonna go to school here. That's what I kind of picture. So yeah, even though there's a lot of houses and dorms here, we actually only have one dorm that is occupied by my Uberhood babies. And then we do have the Académie Le Tour Sims that come with the neighborhood. We have Delilah O'Feef, we have the Sharp family, I think this is Roxy and Edward, I forgot their names, and Jonah and Edwin, that's what it is. And these two guys, Mitch and Max. I have not made any of them playable yet. I haven't even opened up their households before. I'm gonna wait to do that if I choose whether they will just need to be added because I'll need like new blood in the neighborhood, for lack of a better word. Or perhaps if one of my playable Sims gets romantically involved with one of these Sims, I would possibly have to add them to the rotation to keep their lifespans synced. So yeah, so for the time being we won't be able to see them, but yeah, so this is the Mill House dorms. I don't think I named this dorm, I think it just came with that name. And we only have 3 Sims here at the moment. So we have Beau Broke, we have Desdemona Capp, and we have Ariel Capp. So Desdemona and Ariel are sisters. They start the game in Veronaville, of course. They are Albany and Goneril's youngest children. Desdemona is a child and Ariel is a toddler at the time that you first open Veronaville. And then we all know who Beau Broke is, I hope. And then in the Sim bin, we have Astrid Curious. If you saw the downtown rotation videos, we saw her in Cassandra and Pascal's video, and she moved to college. I believe it was the end of their round, or it was like Saturday morning. I'm gonna have to go and look. How I usually handle a Sim moving to university in the middle of an Uberhood rotation is I will, like, if she moved to college on the second day on Saturday morning, then, which I'm pretty sure she did, then I would go in, I'm going to play this household for one day, which is like the, first Uberhood rotation day, and then the second day I'm going to exit the household, add Astrid, and go back in and play them all together. That kind of probably sounds confusing, but maybe you'll get to see it in action if I did the timeline correctly. I'm going to double check while the game is loading. We don't have like a household bio or anything for them, and it's just called the Capp family because I think that Desdemona moved in first and I just had Beau and Ariel join her. Whenever Astrid does move in, I will just be adding her to this particular dorm. They have 10 rooms, so they have plenty of space. I don't really think it necessary to open up an entirely new dorm or put Astrid in her own residence, even though she could afford it from her family finances, of course. But I think that it's more fun to play The Sims together, and that way they get to know each other and make little like university connections. So hopefully it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. We haven't played university during the Uberhood yet, so, well, together that is. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we can have a good time. If I remember correctly, I left this household in the middle of the night for some reason. I think that I did that after someone had a graduation party, so we're going to have to play them through the end of the night, and then we'll still have 2 days with this family, household, whatever you want to call them. Alright, I'll see you there. Alright, so here we are in the Mill House dorms. It looks pretty unassuming from the outside, but I have done a very extensive, or in my opinion, extensive renovation on the inside. I had to do what I was able to with build and buy mode, considering that when you are currently living in a dorm, you cannot use, just like an apartment, you can't use like the wall functions or anything like that, so I was a bit limited. But I spent a couple hours doing this the other night, and I think I'm pretty happy with it. So we first come into the dorm, and this was also heavily inspired by a dorm that I used to live in, where it was kind of very similarly colored and coded. So when you first come in, I did put a cute, colorful little rug to keep, wipe people's feet off. I should have put one on this door too, but people don't use the back door as much, I guess. And I like to think that this front desk right here is a bit like an RA desk, and I don't ever see anything like this in other dorms, maybe custom dorms. I don't have any custom dorms though. So I went a bit crazy with the OMSPs. I've just recently learned how to really use those, and I'm really having a good time. So thank you, Annie Bats, for teaching me about OMSPs. And everyone else, of course. So this is Beau Broke, actually. So we saw him already. Sorry, let me kind of get in here. Hi, there you are. He does need new eyebrows, I think. And possibly a new hairstyle. I don't know if I like this hairstyle for him, if I'm being honest. I think this is just what the game gave him with his new default replacement, but yeah. So Beau Broke, like I said, everyone should know who this is by now. He is the second youngest child, like the middle child, I guess that would be what that is, of Brady Broke. At the start of the game, he begins as a toddler, and now he's in university. So he's even younger than I thought. He's just a junior. He still has 36 hours until his final exam, and he is currently a mathematics major, which jobs that are usually affiliated with that would be like gamer, architecture, criminal, science, or natural science. I don't really know what his lifetime want is. It's to become an architect, a city planner. I've never had Beau become an architect before. In my previous Pleasant View save that I have lost, rest in peace, he was in the actual, what is it called? The show business career. Yes, that's what it was. So, it's different, but I could see it for him. And we know this already, but Beau is already a father, so he hasn't met his child yet. But he and Beatrice Monty have had a baby. Caden Monty was what we named him. And technically speaking, for the timeline, Caden is not born yet. He was not born until Sunday morning, but it's fine. You can't see the day whenever you're playing in university, but according to my, my rotation right now, it is Thursday at 9:37. So we will be playing the rest of tonight, and then all day Friday and all day Saturday. I'm not sure how long this video is going to wind up being, but, we only have 3 sims. Hopefully it won't take a long time to get through. So there's not a lot going on in this first area. In fact, I kind of ran out of ideas. I didn't know what else to put in here. I thought about having like a trophy case, but it was kind of big. Maybe I should find a custom trophy case. I thought that was something you would see in schools. We have some waiting chairs for people that want to check in. What I was really proud of myself was putting this decorative clipboard and like a sign-in sheet. Like when I used to live in a dorm and you were to bring visitors during visiting hours, they would have to sign in. So I like to think that that's what this is for. This is just a decorative computer. I didn't want to put an actually functional computer because I didn't want my Sims to sit here and try to use it. So yeah, just looks like that. I don't even think the chair is pulled up to the desk. That's totally fine. This is just a random... I'm so sorry, I did not know what to put in here. It's just a little table, and this photo I like to pretend from far away. Maybe that would be like some founders of the dorm, or maybe the college. Cafeteria. There are 10 rooms in this house, or dorm that is, so I decided to put a bunch of tables and chairs, and I moved the kitchen. It used to be on the other side, and I recolored everything. I think it looks much nicer. It looks a bit more like homey, which I don't really mind because it was a bit too industrial at the beginning for my tastes. Upstairs, this is where things start to get really cute in my opinion. Like I said, I wanted to make it comfortable, wanted to make it homey. There are going to be a lot of Sims who live here, this is probably going to be one of my main dorms that I use. We have a lot of visitors right now because we just had a graduation party from the evening before the last time I was here. I'm assuming it was probably Bottom, Summer Dream, and Hal Cap, which I suppose would make sense because, their friends are here. These townies, or I don't think they're townies, they're actually dormies, I'm sorry. I put them in the graduation costume? Gown? What is it called? Yeah, graduation gown. I put them in those because I wanted to get photos or something. I don't know. Girl, it's been so long. I'm so sorry. I don't remember. So anywho, this is the living room, main living area. I did put a computer in here. Look at how cute this is. I'm so sorry. I put a little bag of cookies and a book as if someone was studying here. And this is a Monique hacked computer, so I use this to deposit their grants and everything into their bank accounts, and that's usually how they get their money during college, is from their grants. Bathrooms are pretty uneventful. These are the townies' rooms. This bookshelf is entirely decorative, but down here I do have functional books, so it works. Desdemona is here. She is playing chess. Desdemona, we haven't seen her yet because she's been in college this entire time. as far as gameplay goes, of course. And she is a senior, so she's actually going to be graduating this year. I'm very excited to add her to the playable, like, you know, well, she's already playable, but you know what I mean. I'm excited to add her back to the neighborhoods. She's originally from Veronaville, but I can kind of see her moving downtown or something like that. I think that I want to put some more apartment buildings downtown and get some more young people in there, because it doesn't make a lot of sense to me that an unmarried young person just getting started out would be able to go and buy a house, or they would even need a house because they don't have a lot of people to fill it with. So unless she wants to move in with someone else, we'll have to see. She's a romance sim, like I said. She is actually a philosophy major. So I don't think that I chose this for her. I think that she didn't ever roll a wand for a major, and so the game just automatically gives them this, philosophy. It's one of my favorite things because it pops up and it says the college decided to give Desdemona the philosophy major because she likes to think about things long and hard. Maybe that's what it says. It says something like that. So she's not doing too well though, so she's trying to gain some skill points, but she doesn't have... She needs some charisma or some cooking so that she can get up there. I used to kind of force it more, like about school. I tried to make sure that they would not go into academic probation because it was kind of messing with my lifespan. Because whenever they move back to their home neighborhood or wherever they choose to go after they graduate, that is typically when I will just use the sim blender and subtract 8 days from their lifespan, because they are adults in my game for 40 days. And so that typically leaves them with 32 sim days left. And that's kind of how I just combine the young adulthood and the adulthood in one go. Like, because you're a young adult for the first 8 days of your adult life, and then for the other 32, you're like an adult. I don't know, it's kind of, that's just how it's always worked for me. But I used to always force them to not go into academic probation because I didn't want to have to subtract more days. Now I'm kind of leaning away from that. So if Desdemona winds up going on academic probation, I guess we'll just have to see what she winds up doing. So over here is actually Desdemona's room. It's not as decorated as I'd like. And not a lot of light in here either. I guess she needs another lamp or something, but it's kind of cute. So it's just the right amount of just clinical dorm room. I had a dorm room that had tile floors, so that's why we have tile in here. Makes it simpler than carpet or wood, so if they spill stuff or break things, you know, it doesn't hurt the floor. Computer, she has her own. It's not a smart computer though, and over here we've just got some decorations. Desdemona is the perfect mixture, in my opinion, of like girly and then kind of like not. I don't know, I'm sure there's like an aesthetic word for that, but I can't really put my finger on it, but maybe you know what I mean. I'm sick of these walls. That's it for this floor, and then there's the third floor, so I wasn't really sure. I was kind of running out of steam. Oh gosh, this girl's sitting on the floor? Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know what's going on there. I must have moved her. So yeah, not a lot going on here. This is more like a quieter area. It's a study area. We have a big bookshelf and a little kitchenette because this floor is the furthest from the kitchen, and I do have Sims living up here, so maybe if they want to come out of their room in the middle of the night for like a midnight snack or something, that would be nice. But while we're up here, this is also one of my favorite rooms, so it's kind of obvious that this is where I started decorating. Sorry, this is the third floor, so the camera's getting a little wonky, but this is Beau Broke's room, and I don't know where I got the inspiration to do mostly black, but I think it turned out kind of nicely. He's got his bed in the center of the room. I've recently started using these, I don't know what you even call them. They're just beddings, but this is the Roarsome Kids bedroom set, so I didn't even know I had these, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll use this. Beau's favorite hobby, his one true hobby that is music and dance. So I always like to think that he's like an instrument like player, like that's kind of how he gets his hobby enthusiasm. So we do have a synthesizer for him to compose songs on. He's got his own record player, some little vinyls over there, lamps. This is my favorite little touch. This little bear, I like to think, because he is actually from the Nifty Knitting. Yeah, it's Claire the bear. That's cute. This is from the Nifty Knitting pack from The Sims 4. It's a conversion, and I like to think that, Beatrice, his girlfriend, is knitting little things for him like that, and so he keeps it by his bed because it reminds him of her. I think that's sweet. So I just realized this entire time I could have been giving you a tab tour, but I forgot about that, so... but here we go. So this is the other side. I just realized I really should put some wall hangings, shouldn't I? It's kind of bare. But it's okay. We have a little functional bookshelf, actually, with some little succulent bookends. Now, You know, call me crazy, but I think that's adorable. And then double dresser with a water bottle and some of his instrument things. I like to think that that is useful for his synthesizer. So yeah, anyway, that was a lot, but that's just Beau's room. And does Ariel not have a room? Hold on, I must have missed it. Oh, she's down here. I'm so sorry. She's on the first floor. So Ariel is down here. Now this room is, I went a little crazy with it, but I think that it's very cute. Let me see if I can get in there, put the walls up. We'll do a little tab tour. Yeah. So it's a lot of purple. So for some reason I decided purple is her favorite color, even though she just wears a black and white outfit. I think I got a lot of inspiration from Kuromi right there. I downloaded some Sanrio plush and I think they're very adorable. So she has her own little tablet, which also doubles as a functional Monique's hacked computer, that is. Books, and then the bed, which I think is darling. I figured out how to use an OMSP to place these pillows. They clip a little bit, but it's okay. I do have that mod. I'm not sure the name of it off the top of my head, but there's a mod that when you have decorative bedding like this, when they go to get into it, the mod like clears off the decorative bedding, so then they're just under the blankets. There's no funky clipping or anything like that. I highly recommend that mod. If anyone wants it, I can link it below. And posters, one of her favorite album covers, I like to think. Little, I think this is Rila Kuma. Am I saying that correctly? Rila Kuma? And then this little anime poster. I like to think that maybe she's into anime since she likes Sanrio. Oh gosh, that was a jump scare. The bunny rabbit scared me. I forgot he was there. So yeah. So fun fact, this Tattoo Paragate, I looked this up because I had never heard of it before, and because I am a bit of an anime nerd, if I do say so myself. And apparently it is about it's an anime that is about a girl that is actually in love with another girl, and supposedly it was kind of like lost footage, like lost material. It's not really out there anymore. It's someone, you know, made it, but it's gone. People can't find anywhere to watch it. And I love this because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure that Ariel is gay. So I have an ACR adjuster up here. Oh, she's bisexual. Okay, right. So Ariel likes boys and girls. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're out there and you know, Ariel actually starts the game as a toddler, but she's one of the few, maybe the only toddler in the game that starts out with a gender preference, and she's like automatically bisexual. So I didn't mess with that at all. And she currently has the hots for Kylie Burr, but that's neither here nor there. Right now, Ariel is at class, so... Oh. We'll just wait for her to come back. She is a sophomore, so she's a little bit younger, about 2 years younger than Desdemona. Is Desdemona available to talk? That's her little brother Carter. I'm going to say yes. Okay, so all of that was to just be a little tour. Maybe I should change the dormies out of their graduation gowns, because they're not actually graduating, they're not actually leaving. But that's fine. So, little Beau here, well, he's not so little anymore, is he? Where are you going? He's gonna go sit. Alright, so I guess Beau is the RA. That's fine. Let me see if I can find a better hairstyle. If I don't find one that I love, then I guess he can just use this one. Hello? Are you okay? Okay, he just froze. Thought my game was frozen, but no, just him. Alright, let me, try to find a different hairstyle for him real fast. Alright, so first of all, look what a difference that made for his whole face. I feel like he looks like a brand new man, and I'm obsessed. So I really like the idea of Beau with like longer, more like wavy locks. I think that he looks so cute. I'm actually in love with him. Beau is probably one of my favorite Sims in like all of my, like not just Uberhood, but every time I play Pleasant View, I just wind up always loving who Beau Broke becomes. Yeah, he's great. So, a very young father, just like his dad. I'm sorry, this just caught me off guard. This just caught me off guard. I'm sitting here talking about Beau, and I just see a little face in the window down there. That was actually terrifying. But yeah, that's enough for Beau for now. And then this is Ariel, so it looks like she's back from class. She still has her pooklet hair. We have to give her a clay hair, even though she does look very cute. So Ariel is wearing like overalls, corduroy overalls with a wife beater. She's very cute though, and she's got very like a lot of freckles and very minimal makeup. I like this whole idea of you know, it's not overly feminine. That's like not her style, but you know, I can't think of words tonight, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. She's just her authentic self. She doesn't overdo it or anything. She's very cute. She has had her first kiss with Kylie Burb, who Kylie is still a teenager back home. She will probably be moving to college in the next round, especially since we're moving to 5-day rotations. Maybe 4-day rotations. I'll have to decide when the time comes. I'll let you guys know. Her older brother Hal has graduated. Her little sister Amelia grew up. Yeah, so these are her most recent memories. She met her niece Valentina, that's Miranda's daughter. Her uncle Kent got engaged. Yeah, so that's all that she's ever done in her whole life. As far as romance goes, she's only ever kissed one girl. Let's see, actually, just out of curiosity. Oh, yeah, so she has 2 bolts of chemistry with Beau, which who wouldn't? And Colin Sell, which is a butler. So I don't think that's going to happen, my dear. But, you know, she's a knowledge sib, so she's not super focused on romance anyways, but whatever happens, happens. Going back to Beau for just a minute, so first of all, he has a lot of chemistry with the Yvette girl. This is a girl that Tybalt Cap used to date, actually. Of course, we know that he's in love with Beatrice, but he is also in love with Desdemona Capp. I'm sure I've touched on this during my introduction video, but it's been so long, I have no memory of anything that I said, so I'm probably going to repeat myself. Ew, he has 2 bolts of chemistry with Titania. Okay, I have to not get distracted. He is in love with Desdemona, but they only have 1 bolt of chemistry. So let me see if I can put together the timeline here for you. So yeah, as I thought, he has been seeing Desdemona since they were teenagers. So he had his very first kiss with her. They were in love as teenagers. He asked her to go steady, though, and she said no because, you know, she's a romance sim, and I'm sure at the time she's thinking, even though things were getting very serious with Beau as a teenager, she didn't want to be locked down, and they had their first woohoo anyway. It wasn't until after they moved to college that he, I'm sorry, hold on, not college yet, they're still teenagers, they finally went steady. He asked her on a date. It's kind of sad because I think that Beau really truly is, or was, maybe head over heels in love with her, like Desdemona was Beau's first love, but I don't think that Desdemona really, felt the same way. Like, I don't think she felt as strongly, I'll say, as Beau. And then so finally he does move off to college, and he met Beatrice at some point or other in between that time, and then they were living in the same dorm, so this is how they got to know one another. One thing led to another. They kissed. It was so hot they caused a fire. No, I'm just kidding. They made out, they woohooed, and they were, bam, in love. And so as you can tell, just based off chemistry alone, I think that he and Beatrice are a much better match than he and Desdemona anyway. Unfortunately, Beau now has to break this news to Desdemona, and seeing as how they've been together for many years in their lifetime, I'm not sure that Desdemona is going to take it super well. I think that she's going to be a little jealous, well, very jealous. She may be a romance sim, and she's all about, you know, exploring other romantic opportunities, but I think that Beau is probably, like, she feels maybe a little possessive of him, especially because they got together so young. Yeah, because this was also her first kiss, it was also her first woohoo with him, so that's just kind of where we're going with that right now. She has, yeah, I was just going to say, she's gone out with other people. She's gone out with Randy London and Zishan Scott, so just to name a couple. Yeah, so she is exploring her options, but she's going to be very upset whenever it's time for Beau to break the news that he wants to be with Beatrice. Sorry, guys, this is so much talking for the beginning of the video. We are going to start playing now. After I give Desdemona a new hairstyle, and then we're going to start playing. Alright, so I decided to keep with the vibe that Ariel had with her ponytail. So, yep, this is it. It's just clay now, that's all. It looks like, you know, she just wrapped it up real quick before she walked out to class. That's kind of her whole thing. It's just low maintenance. So anyway, upstairs, we got a lot going on. We got the TV blaring. Oh yeah, we have a PlayStation, by the way. I think that's so cool. That's a custom gaming console. Des is gonna come. Maybe I'll call her Des. Oh no, she didn't make it to the phone in time to speak with Carter. So never mind. She wants to be friends with Christopher Lothario. I think that's gonna be not happening, my dear. You're much older than him, and I suspect you don't have good intentions there. So it might be a little difficult to record a university video because I'm not sure what all is gonna be considered like necessary. Like, oh, Puck's Summer Dream was here. Hello. All right then. Yeah, so I'm just gonna probably be zipping around and try to include you on some of the story things, but I'll probably go ahead and cut out a lot of the boring things like going to class and yada yada. Yeah, as far as their classes go, Desdemona is probably going to have to get some skills. I mean, she is going to have to get some skills to move up, but the other two are going to be fine as long as they go to class and study. So they are all, from what I can tell, about 34, yeah, they're all 34 hours from their final exam. This is a bit late to mention this, but I do have the shorter semesters mod, which shortens it from, what is the original, like 24 days in university? It shortens it from 24 to 8. So that's, you know, a pretty big difference. Okay, Beau, maybe have something to eat while you sit there with Yvette. And everyone is just up here. I think we should say goodbye to possibly, like, a lot of our guests. Well, ask to leave would be kind of mean. Maybe Jill Grunt. I don't know, like, who knows who. Like, these aren't any of their friends. Jill Grunt we saw in our Strange Town rotation. So she's now married, you know, Jill Smith is her original name. She's now married to Buck Grunt. And she's pregnant. So that's very nice. But we are going to say goodbye to the people that don't live here. Just kind of get some people out of the way. Alright. So actually what I think I'm going to do, because it's midnight and technically speaking we're not playing until, like, you know, the next morning, I'm just gonna get them ready and send them to bed, and then we'll meet back up together in the morning. Okay, I unpaused for just a moment because Des just re-rolled some once, and she now has the want to gain cooking, cleaning, and mechanical skill points, and wouldn't you know, she actually does need a cooking skill point for her major, so that's perfect. I'm not sure why she rolled those once, you know, it's kind of random, but I will take it. And she wants to flirt with Beau. So, yeah, we'll probably have to deal with this in the morning. She does not have any clue that Beau and Beatrice have begun seeing each other, much less the fact that Beatrice is now pregnant with Beau's child. So, it's going to be quite upsetting for her, unfortunately. That's probably the way things are going to have to go. I really, unfortunately, again, for Beau, and honestly for Desdemona as well, I see her as a bit more turbulent and a bit more of like a wild card. She inherited a lot of that rage, probably, from her mother. That's kind of the idea I had, and yeah, I think that it's going to be kind of maybe like a toxic breakup, which is going to be hard considering they do live together. But we'll handle that when we get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alright, so it is morning time, and actually 6 a.m. to be exact. Beau and Desdemona's bank accounts are gaining interest, which is good. I guess that as a sophomore, Ariel probably doesn't have a whole lot in her bank account. Let me see. Well, 1,200's not too bad. I just noticed her sister Talia is available to chat with. That's nice. So, wait, it is her sister, right? Girl, there's so many children in this family. Yes. So, you know, they start the game, Goneril and Albany do, with 4 children. Miranda being the eldest, then Hal and Desdemona, and then Ariel. And then they had 2 extra children, Talia and Carter. So they're still at home, Talia and Carter are. Everyone else is out and about in the world. I won't spend too much time harping on the family trees because I feel like I do that often, but, you know, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will try to be more coherent next time I describe the family trees. So anyway, we saw that Desdemona, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm probably going to confuse her names a lot. Ariel is actually rolling the wand to write her term paper, and you know what, she could do it. I'm going to have her come eat some breakfast first. That's something she could do today. Beau is still asleep. Oh, these 2 must have gone to bed late. That's fine. We'll hang out with Ariel for the time being. Something that I would really like to do at some point during this rotation is send them to at least one community lot, because whenever I'm playing university, I kind of get wrapped up in everything in the house, so I tend to forget to send them out into the, you know, the outside world, and I would like to do that, so hopefully we can find a reason. Maybe the 3 of them could go out together, and then when they're out in public, that's when Beau and Desdemona can have their little chat that they need to have. Perhaps Beau thinks if he tries to end things in public, Desdemona won't make a scene, but I'm not really sure if she's above that, so. Alright, so Beau is awake. He is making some music. I can't imagine how noisy a synthesizer like this would be in a dorm room. But you know what? You do you, honey. His needs are pretty perfect. I'm going to have him take a shower. He wants to do some basic knowledge sim things, do research with someone, go to class, all that good stuff. He did have the want for a cleaning skill point last night, and I didn't lock it in, I think. So, that's okay. He'll re-roll it. And then, let's see. Yep, Desdemona's awake. What is she doing? She's coming to browse web for games. So I don't think it looked. So her one true hobby is science, actually, but she has a lot of hobby enthusiasm in games, which is fine. She's going to come take a shower as well. She goes to class. She leaves at 2 p.m. Beau leaves at 6 p.m. Oh, and so does Ariel. Ariel is a physics major, by the way. I don't think I talked about that. Ariel's lifetime wand, where is she, is actually to become head of the SCIA, which is kind of crazy. Like, I never have my Sims go into the intelligence career. I kind of forget that it even exists. But that'd be kind of interesting, don't you think? I don't think her major is affiliated with that, though. It isn't, so oh well. All that means to me is, like, I have an in-game rule that if they have a major but they don't have, like, the specialty is not in the career they're trying to go into, they only get one career, what's it called, like one level bump, that is. Like, I would start her at level 2 instead of level 1 for the intelligence career. But if she had a major that was more affiliated with the intelligence career, then I would bump her to level 3, if that makes sense. It kind of just gives them a head start. The game has its own vanilla method of handling that, but it doesn't always work for me, so I kind of just control it. Alright, enough with the synthesizer. He wants to do research with someone. No one is studying today, so maybe we can come downstairs and do that. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. So since Desdemona is the one that has to go to class early, she has to leave at 2 p.m., perhaps I will send them to a community lot during the daytime. That could be good. We'll have to see. There are a lot of community lots. I feel like I can never say that word properly. But there are a lot of community lots on the campus, but I don't think I've renovated any of them, which I probably should do. It would make me more likely to send them to on-campus lots instead of sending them downtown or something like that, but, you know, we'll see. I don't have any special ideas in mind yet. Man, this guy... I'm speechless. Orlando Thayer. Just everything about him. The hair, the face, the outfit. Stunning. So yeah, I am going to use, I think, the Gussy Up mod to make these Sims change out of these graduation gowns. Okay. First of all, I like your little man bun, Eric Gray. Oh no, there's a coach. Oh, the coaches are the bane of my existence. I really should just ban them, but they're kind of funny at the same time. They come in here and they scream at your Sims to work out, and so they tend to drop whatever they're doing to go work out. I wonder, he's gonna go get Beau, isn't he? Oh no, it just started raining. Oh yay, we've satisfied our wants to do research with someone. Now Beau wants to write his term paper. That could be beneficial. Yeah, see, now he's gonna have Beau work out. And now we're stuck. Okay. And then the coach leaves, doesn't even stay. Beau, that's okay, honey. You don't have to do that. It's almost 11 a.m., so I think that I am going to find somewhere for them to go. I'm gonna wait until Ariel is finished with her term paper. Yeah, because she was very close. Yay! And how much did that help? Wait. Oh, okay. I was gonna say not a lot. It just took a second. Okay, cool. So now she needs to get skill points if she wants to get any higher. She's still safe from academic probation, though, so that's gonna be up to her. If they roll the ones to, like, make the dean's list or something, then I will make sure to get them their skills at any cost. Alright, so now that I'm sure everybody's ready, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have Beau. Oops. Beau is gonna lead the excursion. He's gonna say, hey ladies, would you like to come out with me? I don't think that he actually, yeah, he knows Ariel, but he is not friends with her or anything. They always just kind of knew each other from passing, so it's funny, it's ironic to me that he is more attracted to Ariel than he is to Desdemona. But the way I see it, he used to be much more attracted to Desdemona, but as they got older, those flames have definitely cooled. I think that Beau knows that Desdemona has commitment issues, and he probably just wants something a bit more stabilized, and that seems like a bad way to put it, but you know, I mean well. And especially now he knows that Beatrice is expecting his child, so he has to come clean to Desdemona about this. He has to be honest, because that's the kind of person that he is. Alright, so we are here at the Little Fallow Rain Amphitheater, and looking at this lot, I genuinely don't know if I have ever been here in my life. Like, as many years as I have played with The Sims 2 University, this looks completely new to me. Or maybe I came here as a child, I don't know, but I am kind of mind blown right now. I kind of, you know, it needs some work, but I dig it. I dig what's going on. I dig the fountains, the little like outdoor theater. Like look at the way that they situated the with the stairs and the chairs. You know what? I'm not mad at it. Now the instrument selection is a little sad. Just one set of drums, one guitar, one piano way back there. What's down here? Or is this just a bunch of... Alright, so they have like a backstage area, some restrooms. I'm so mind blown right now. Sitting area, there's nothing in here though. It's just stools. But you know what? They have a grill and they have a coffee bar, so what more could you want? And so already we're getting some... Alright, relax, guys. We're getting some more people coming in. So Desdemona's going to immediately start going to play the piano, but Ariel wants to toss a football. Like, okay. Alright. I think that we are going to buy a coffee for Desdemona and maybe see if Beau and Desdemona will have like a conversation over coffee. Oh no, it's kind of like a flirty exchange. That's okay. We know what we're trying to accomplish here. We do. Ariel, stop trying to sniff the flowers. Or she's gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna kind of let Ariel do her own thing. So Beau is buying the drink for Desdemona. Oh, of course it starts raining. I feel like it is coded in the game to rain every single time I go to a community lot. Like, I don't know. Look at Beau, even he is depressed. And he's not even gonna take his coffee. Oh, you must be kidding me. Just take that one. Okay, thank you. So, this is Beau and Desdemona, and so they're gonna probably look a little chipper, but you can imagine that this is more of a somber conversation. She can sense that Beau is thinking about something, and Beau is trying to be, like, diplomatic about this. He doesn't want to hurt Desdemona's feelings. That's not at all his intentions. He... Technically, like, they were going steady, so in a way, like, he did cheat on Desdemona, but you know what, she did the same thing, and to be fair, you know, Beau cheated for love. Like, he fell in love, and it's still not, what's the word I'm looking for, like, I still don't condone cheating, of course, by any means, but Desdemona was cheating just for fun, so, if anything, that kind of helps describe part of their relationship right now. And so Beau here, I could try to, you know, translate some of the thought bubbles. I like to think that maybe he's saying, like, you know, we've been together for a long time, ever since we were very young, but we're growing up now, and things are changing a little bit. And she's like, okay, well, what does it have to do with anything? Like, you know, don't you, you know, enjoy spending time with me? Like, you sound like you regret spending our time together. You were my first kiss. You know, you're my first love. And he's like, yeah, like, I feel... Oh, gosh, she's shaking. He's like, I feel that same way, too, but life isn't like the movies, you know? Sorry, this gets a bit silly at some point. But, you know, you get the gist. You understand where I'm going with this. And she's like, yeah, I didn't expect it to be like a movie, but, you know, at the same time, you know, tell me why you're, like, doing this. Like, tell me why, like, was this just a game to you? Sorry, now I'm just laughing. That's ridiculous, but... He's like, no, it wasn't just a game to me. Oh, now she's throwing a fit. She's leaving. He's like, oh, great. Now I have to chase her down. I'm sorry. I'm just amused. So, in reality, she's going to go pee because she has to pee really bad. So we'll let her go to the bathroom for a second. Oh, look, she was the one who wanted to buy espresso for somebody. That's okay. She's going to go use the bathroom. She needs a moment to cool off. She's like, I can't believe this. Like, I always thought that I was going to be the one to dump Beau, and now he's dumping me. Like, I think the real kicker for Desdemona is the fact that Beau is leaving her for someone else. Now, if he were just breaking up with her, maybe it wouldn't hurt so bad. But, you know, I think that's everyone's insecurity, at least to some extent, that, you know, to be broken up with already sucks, but to be broken up with for somebody else, like, you have to think, like, well, what was wrong with me? And to be fair, like, theirs just was not a perfect relationship, and that is okay. Like, it does happen sometimes. Hopefully I'm not talking too much, but I'm just excited about the story. What is poor Ariel doing? Oh my god, she's just standing out here in the rain. Let's see, looks like she didn't really have any chemistry towards Ron Andrews. Probably wouldn't. Maybe I'll have her scope. She's outside, so, like, whoever's out here would... There's nobody here. Oh god, no, not Beau. Beau is off limits, Ariel. Why is there no one else here? It's Marcel Player. I really need someone to remind me. Oh, they're all over here. Okay. I need someone to remind me to put that allow more Sims cheat on lots in my user startup file because I always forget. Maybe go here and... Oh no. They sound terrible. There we go. Maybe you can try scoping the room here. Oh, we have some girls glowing. Jennifer. Jennifer. Ooh, what kind of... Wow. Jennifer Vijayakar. Vijayakar. I just butchered that. I do apologize. Okay, cool. Well, you know, it doesn't hurt. That's not her. It doesn't hurt to introduce yourself. I'm not forcing anything, but, you know, make... She is actually very pretty. I love her hair. That's fine. Oh, I just noticed Beau is here glitching out. Okay, so at this point, Desdemona has come out of the restroom. She is still, like, you know, kind of in a tizzy. She's a bit upset. They are going to have a full-blown argument. He's going to say, Desdemona, I wish that you would calm down. Like, we're in public. Like, this is embarrassing. Please, like, you know, just calm down. Consider that this works out better for you, too. Like, wouldn't you rather be in a relationship with someone that, you know, you truly love each other? This discordant piano is really kind of ruining the vibes. Can you please shut up? And they're just in a crowded area, like with the crappy piano playing in the background. It's actually kind of hilarious. She's like, I just don't understand, you know, like, you know, just forget it. Like, you don't have to, like, we can just work this out. Like, and just again, consider the fact that Desdemona doesn't want to work things out with Beau. She just wants possession of him. She sees this as like losing, you know, for lack of a better word, she kind of sees it as like losing one of her toys. Like, she has spent the better part of her formative years kind of manipulating Beau, kind of just treating him as a possession, and now that he's grown up and become his own person and found somebody else out there for him that, you know, is more suited for him, she just can't stand it. She can't stand the idea that he would want to be with somebody else. Yeah, so that's what this is about. So, no more beating a dead horse. After this is gonna do it. We are going to ask to just be friends, which is going to take away... Oh, they're pissed. It's gonna take away their love and crush flags. He's like, come on, just, you know, we have to end this. She's like, fine. Yes, we do. And see, so they're still best friends, of course, because, you know, that was all fictional. But we are going to be using the sim blender to set the relationship because, even though, yes, it's messy, I really think that Desdemona is furious, and I think that she's going to be very upset. And I'm actually curious if she knows Beatrice. I think that she does, because they used to live in the same dorm, didn't they? Or maybe they just missed each other. I'm trying to remember. Okay, yeah, they know each other. She doesn't know her at all, though. She just knows of her existence. So I like to think that she's going to be super pissed at Beatrice, too. Desdemona, she is a Capp. Like, she's going to hold this grudge. Okay, so that was super fun. It is now 4 o'clock, though, so we should really get going. That was really yucky. It's been raining, too, so it's also kind of gross. We are just going to go ahead and walk home. Beau's feeling kind of defeated. Like, I'm sure he's glad. Why can't I walk? Oh, it's right there. Beau is glad for that to be over with, but at the same time, like, it doesn't make him feel good, you know? He had to do it because he wants to be with Beatrice, and, you know, he's growing a family with her, but, yeah, it's not always pretty, the things you have to do. Alrighty, so I do have the community lot time mod, but it does not work for college students, and honestly, like, I'm kind of okay with that. We get more of the day back, and this is what helps their hours until final exam progress. So now that we are here, though, this is where I'm going to come in with the sim blender. So as far as Beau towards Desdemona, he is, you know, kind of indifferent. Like, he doesn't want to not be friends with her, but at the same time, like, I think he knows it's better off to not really have much contact with her anymore, just knowing how volatile that she can be. So we are going to set their short term to 0, and relationships, and his long term can just be like 20 or something like that, like very, very low. Oh, it did both. That's fine, whatever. And we need to remove the BFF and the friends and the best friends. I find it is so incredibly sad to have to do this, but you know, it is what it is. So now all of that is gone, so you know, whatever. And then she, unfortunately, is going to be, oh, you know what, I need to use a sim blender for this. Or not sim blender, I need to use something else, hold on. So I found that with the sim blender, it was setting the relationship to be even on both sides, and I don't want her to be 20/20 with Beau. I want her to be furious with him. So I'm using this, what is this called again? The Sim Modder. This is from the Bull Prop cheat. Classic. I love it. We are going to use this relationships me to other Beau. I don't know if I want to say hates. I'm gonna say dislikes. She is really not happy. So that gave her -50 over -50, and he's still indifferent towards her. So this way, like, the relationship will repair itself just based on the vanilla gameplay, I believe. Like, it kind of just solves furiousness. But we have the opportunity, the possibility that is, that she's going to pick fights with Beau and make things kind of difficult for him here. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way for me to set furiousness. Furious, no. No, not that I can see. So that's okay, though. She's not furious. She's just annoyed. That's what we'll go with. So in the meantime, we're just going to work on some skills. Like I said, she wants to gain a cooking skill, so maybe have her... Actually, we'll come study it on the computer. I feel like a lot of college kids do studying on the computer. Beau, we do still have to pay bills for the dorm, but that's okay. 192 simoleons. He wants to eat. See, Ariel has no idea that any of this happened. She's just kind of like, oh, that was weird that you guys, you know, we all went there together and then now you're super pissed at each other. It's kind of odd. She is pretty close with her sister. They're best friends. They're not, like, super high. I'm surprised about that. 78 over 72. It's hard to find an unoccupied bathroom, isn't it, Ariel? There we go. Oh, because we have a maid. I forgot. So I hired a maid because it's kind of like having, like, a custodial for a dorm. I think that's pretty realistic. Keeps things tidy because, man, these college kids can be messy. So now that all of that drama is behind us, or for the most part, Beau is just going to focus on schoolwork. He wants to do his assignment, write his term paper, all that good stuff. I'll probably just have him write his term paper because it gives them more aspiration benefit, you know, points, whatever. And he can use... Oh, wait. She's using it. Whenever she's done, hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah, she got what she needed. Desdemona's going to get off. This TV is so incredibly annoying, but she's going to go join them. And now I can have Beau come up here, college write term paper. I think that Beau is going to be plenty happy to just kind of like wait things out, especially considering how close Desdemona is. Oh, he sent child support to Kate and Monty. How close... Oh my gosh, thank you, Lucy Hampy. Considering how close Desdemona is to graduating, she is very close. She actually only has 19 hours until her final exam. I just remembered that I did not tell you guys that I went back. I did look through my like older video where we sent Astrid Curious to college, and she actually did not move to college until Saturday evening, so she wouldn't be moving in until Sunday morning, which means that she's not going to be moving in at all until the next rotation, which is quite alright. I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to see someone age up and start as a freshman, but we're going to have to do that. I think I will finish this round and then pop her in here just so that she has a way to be part of the next rotation. Basically, I don't want to leave Astrid in the sim bin the entire time we play the next round, because then nobody will be able to call her. She'll just keep showing up to lots as a teenager, so I want to go ahead and move her in at the end of this round. So, while Desdemona's at class, Ariel and Beau are getting to know each other. And you know what? They're getting along pretty well. I could see them becoming friends. I think that her chemistry towards Beau, it doesn't really mean that she's, like, you know, into him. Like, she's not going to make a move on him, of course. But she recognizes that he's a pretty handsome guy. And you know what, girl? I agree with you. When Ariel's done, she wants to gain a cooking skill point. That's not necessary for her major, but you know what? We're just gonna kind of like study and hang out. She's a studious girl, so that's fine. So I just gotta pop up that Rip Grunt wants to get back in touch with Ariel. That's kind of hysterical. I never knew that she was friends with Rip. I'm not sure when that happened. Oh, she's friends with Astrid, so that's gonna be nice when Astrid moves in. Yeah, I don't know. I have no recollection of how Ariel became friends with Rip Grunt. That's not really a pairing I pictured, but okay. Alright, so Beau just finished his term paper, and now it's time for him to go to class. Look at this! Oh my gosh! He wants to study about parenting and invite Beatrice over. Oh, I'm obsessed. He is so in love, and I am just, I could cry. I'm so happy. That's kind of a, you know, overreaction, but I am just so obsessed with them. They're probably going to become one of my favorite couples. I just know. Alright, so the phone is ringing, so I'm going to have Desdemona. She's the only one home right now because Beau and Ariel just went to class. We're going to have you come into the phone, my dear. Funnily enough, so she wants to ask us him on a date, and now that she isn't going out with Beau, she can just invite someone over here. This is some sim named Joel Reiner. Who are you? Look, she even has chemistry with the guys in the dorm, Eric and Orlando, so that's, you know, convenient for us. She doesn't really know them very well. I don't know if they would say yes to a date. Maybe let's just be bold and ask Eric on a date, but first I want to give him a makeover because, boy, I know I have a default replacement for these clothes. Why are you wearing those? Oh my gosh. Okay, so give me just a moment to do that. Okay, so Eric has a new clothes, and I didn't want to give him anything too fancy because I'm like, you know what? You are in college, and you're young, and you are in your dorm, so you probably wear something comfortable. So he's got, you know, some nice shoes with some flames on them, and a hoodie. And that's good enough. So we're gonna maybe, I don't know, chat with Eric for a few minutes, warm him up, butter him up a little bit, and then we're gonna ask him on a date, which is not really going to be a super, like, you know, extensive date because we're not going to go anywhere. Oh god, what the hell? Wait, that didn't go well. Now I'm worried. So if she has a fear of asking, if someone says no to asking on a date, I'm going to do it anyway. He said yes, of course. I mean, to be fair, like, she is way out of his league, so he'd be crazy to say no. Yeah, he is super into it. Ooh, he's a romance sim too. Okay. Alright, good to know. So we're just gonna have a date in the cafeteria, I guess. This is just kind of them getting to know one another. They're gonna talk. That already, the first one didn't end well, but we'll try again. Maybe, can they play anything yet? No, we'll wait on that. We need to go upstairs because maybe it'd be cooler to have, you know, the date in the actual hangout area, and we'll turn on the stereo. Maybe we will dance together or something. See, this conversation's going much better, but it's also kind of boring, so let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. And I also just looked at her academic, like, meter, whatever you want to call this. I think that's what it's called, is an class performance meter, sorry. And she is now above the blue line, so as long as she keeps going to class, which I think that she doesn't have class anymore, because now she will just have her final exam in 13 hours, she should pass, so that's good. She's going to graduate. We won't have any issues. By the skin of her teeth. Her current GPA is 2.8, which is kind of low. Beau's is a 3.4. Ooh, Ariel's a 4.0. She is a very good student. Excuse me, where is my date? Okay, I was just about to say it, because sometimes they like to disappear into the dormy rooms, and then I can never find them again. This is fine. Alright, hey, girl. Miss Ma'am. What? Jennifer Zadie, put your clothes on! Even though, hold on. Moment of appreciation. She's actually stunning. Oh my god, girl, put your clothes on. You're outshining me and my date. What is going on? Okay, now he wants to slow dance. Maybe we'll try a little charm here, because we haven't done anything romantic yet. Yeah. He's into it. Romance sims with other romance sims, they just make it, like, almost too easy, you know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna... I have to get a photo of this. Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. So I just noticed Beau is home from school, class, whatever, and he still wants to learn parenting. Unfortunately, all of his wants for Beatrice re-rolled, which is very sad. But I'm going to call and invite her over anyway. And so technically speaking, again, at this time, she would still be pregnant, but we know that she already had her baby, so we'll just pretend that at this moment in time she is pregnant. She came to see him at the dorm. Yeah, that's fine. And in the meantime, let's gussy up for her. Oh my gosh, hey, Lindsay Slew. It's interesting that they do not take these off. Please change into your... Oh gosh, not the freaking tutorial Jane outfit. What is going on with my defaults right now? I don't even know. Okay, yes, back to you. No! I blinked, and now they're sitting down. She wants to kiss him. She wants to kiss him. Alright, we're gonna play again. She can tickle him now. We're gonna flirt again. Let's do a suggestion. Back rub, and then we're just gonna go straight in. Well, maybe we'll have a better kiss option by then. Then kiss. I never noticed that the sports station has golf on it. It's kind of cool. Apologies again if the camera keeps bumping up and down. It's hard handling the camera on these tall buildings. So Beatrice is here. Maybe we'll go ahead and jump out. I heard that. I heard that. Sorry, I know I'm bouncing around like crazy, but there's a lot going on. So I maybe should have waited to invite Beatrice. But I did want to be a little evil. I did kind of want to rub it in that that he has Beatrice now. Okay. Hello, my dear. Oh, look how absolutely darling they are. He wants to dance with someone. I'm gonna kind of just let them do their own thing for a while. Ariel is home. She's coming to join the party. And alright, you guys are doing well. So they had their kiss. They're already having a great date, which is so crazy to me. It really doesn't take a lot. We can do a romantic hug. Please turn off the TV though. Like, I cannot listen to it a second longer. And look how pixelated it is. It looks terrible. Oh my god. I need to download some, like, maybe custom TV channels. I think you can do that. Or, like, videos to play on the channels. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know. Just gonna rub his back again. Okay, look at that. Now she wants to have a dream date. I'll lock that in. It shouldn't be too difficult. She's gonna kiss him up his arm. I can't get a good look at her. There you go. Ooh, make out now. My goodness. They are really, like, you know, moving fast. Ariel's having a good time with Jennifer here. Jennifer Zadie. Unfortunately for Ariel, there's nobody in the house that she has chemistry with. Oh, maybe this Leonid guy. What kind of a name is this? Please tell me. Leonid Jacobsons. Leonid? How would you pronounce that? Leonid. Leonard. No. I don't know. So, that's something. But again, I'm not going to force any romance for Ariel. Look at this. Pause. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, Beau. Yeah, he is watching like a hawk. Maybe he is a little more jealous than I had thought. I don't know. That's a concept. But now she's really going to put on a show for him if he's watching. We are going to make out. Yeah. Beau seems to have forgotten all about Beatrice, wherever she is. The TV is so annoying. I'm sorry if that's kind of overbearing. Okay, Beatrice is coming upstairs. Hopefully they got them to a dream date. Yes. So now we can just end the date. I'm not gonna bother, like, forcing them to woohoo or anything, unless she wants to. She wants to woohoo in the bed, though. We don't have a double bed anywhere. I could probably fit one in her room, but I'm not gonna bother. Alright, I think at this point, we're gonna go ahead and kind of settle in. It's been a long couple days, so this is technically only the first night of the rotation, so we still have to play all day the next day, too. So we have to do that, and then I'm pretty sure that Desdemona is going to be graduating, so yeah. Oh, here we go. So Beatrice is here. We're going to argue with her. We're gonna throw a drink. I think that Desdemona is going to be extremely offended that Beatrice is even here right now. She's like, you know what? You don't know what you did. Like, I had him first. Like, you're getting my sloppy seconds. And Beatrice is like, girl, I don't even know you. Like, you're thinking about this too hard. Like, let him be happy. We're in a, you know, we have something good together. This has nothing to do with you anymore. I like to think that Beau told Beatrice about Desdemona, like, knowing what's going on. But, Beatrice is much more mature, in my opinion, than Desdemona, as you can see from this. So, of course, Beatrice is not without her faults. She is probably going to start to harbor some resentment towards Desdemona as well, because, I mean, honestly, Desdemona's kind of being a terror, so it would not surprise me if, you know, she and Beatrice kind of became enemies, even. And again, at this point, just imagine that Beatrice is pregnant and Desdemona's putting her hands on her. That's really going to upset her. Oh, bless her heart. Oh my goodness. And so we're gonna come over here. This is crazy. Beau has seen all of this. He's like, you know what? You have no right to do this, Desdemona. Yeah, you have absolutely no right to do this. Like, you know, just leave us alone. Let us be happy. Like, I wanted to end things amicably and you're just making them super difficult. I'm beginning a family with this girl, and this is like the first that Desdemona's really hearing about the baby, and she's like, what do you mean you're having a baby? Like, how long has this been going on? You should have told me sooner, because now she's just going to find anything she can to hold against Beau, make him the villain in her story. So, yeah. It's terrible that I'm laughing, but like, it's kind of amusing to me. Oh no, and then he whistles at her. Girl, goodbye. Yeah, things are just not doing well. Look at this as well. So he used to have one bolt of chemistry with her. Now he has negative chemistry. Or none. I don't know what you would call that. But isn't that interesting? Yeah. Poor Desdemona. I kind of feel bad for her. But, like, you know, she's kind of, like, digging her own grave as far as it goes. She could have, you know, yes, it's fair to be upset. Like, I'm not saying she's not in the right to be upset. But at the same time, like, she's made mistakes of her own. Like, she's been stepping out on Beau as well. So it's a little hypocritical of her. And then the fact that, like, again, Beau has just, he came to her in a moment of raw honesty and told her that he is sorry, but he is in love with someone else. And Desdemona is just turning this into, you know, you're ruining my life. Like, how could you do this to me? Like, yada, yada, yada. Like, this is all about me. And she's being selfish. So, I think that they're both in the wrong. But that Desdemona is just, she's so, such a turbulent, like, violent personality that it's just making it more difficult. Okay, so on that note, now we are going to settle in. We are going to turn that back on, turn this off. We're going to dance. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think that Desdemona wants to be anywhere near them anymore, so she's going to go literally anywhere else. Literally anywhere else. She's going to come down here. She's going to get in her bed. She's going to kind of sulk the rest of the night. Wow, so I lost track of Ariel. She went to sleep. To be fair, it's after midnight, so that's fair. Okay. So now we are going to probably say goodbye. If I'm being honest. Oh, he's gonna hug her. Oh, God. I'm obsessed. Oh, now she's saying goodbye. Just kidding. We're gonna ask everyone else to leave as well. So Beau is pretty hungry, so maybe I'll have him eat some cereal or something. Yeah, the cafeteria worker has gone home, so we're just gonna come have a bowl of cereal. We're gonna go to bed. And then we're gonna do it all again the next day. Alright, so it is 4 a.m. and the University Examinations Office has scheduled everyone's exams to be in 5 hours. So this will be Desdemona's final exam. She is going to be graduating after this one, and then Beau will be becoming a senior and Ariel will become a junior. So, you know, we're moving on up in the world. It is 4 a.m. Desdemona was so worked up over everything that happened last night. She has been so wired. She's not wanted to sleep. She's just kind of been, like, pacing around her room, like, thinking about it all. I think that she is starting to show some signs of regret. I think she is starting to feel a little bad about how she's been acting, not necessarily for anyone else's sake, but because she's embarrassed. I could really see that for her. I think that she is, like, maybe being like, wow, I made a fool of myself. I should really have maybe not acted that way. She's still angry, but she is just wishing she'd handled it better. And you know what, girl? I've been there. I agree with you. It's okay to have emotions. It's how you feel after, or how you control yourself after that, is what counts. So maybe she's going to work on that. So it is 6 a.m. and we are waking up for the day. Ariel is waking up. They're all getting ready to go to their exams. Everybody should pass. Nobody is going to get like on the dean's list because they're not going to have an A+, but they have enough to pass. Ariel is going to wake up. She's going to take care of some needs. Beau did not go to bed till very late, so he is still asleep, and Desdemona is still here, and the TV is still on. Honestly, I might get rid of it. It is getting to the point where it kind of annoys me more than anything else. When you have a bunch of non-playable Sims in the house and they just leave it on and they walk away, like, oh, that is my biggest pet peeve. Alright, so yeah, she's doing pretty well in her logic skill, though. Look at her. Yep, TV goes right back on. Okay. I give up. So ironically, even though she is a knowledge sim and has been like the highest GPA in the house, I think that Ariel is going to be doing the worst on her exam. She has the lowest class performance meter, so oh well. Sophomore year just wasn't your year, girl. That's okay. Alright, so we have 1 hour until the final exam, and the Beau is just now going to roll out of bed to go, and we will see everybody when they get back. Wish everybody luck. Okay, as soon as my Sims step off of the lot, my freaking cafeteria worker starts a fire. Girl, is the sprinkler gonna come on? Or, okay, ooh, I was getting worried. That's nice. That's really nice. All while trying to make some pancakes. And now the kitchen's gonna be soaked. Well, at least the maid is coming. Okay, so they are back. Ariel has gained enough life experience to change aspirations. I always say no to this. I don't want to change their aspirations. If anything, I'll change them later if I feel like it's necessary, or I'll give them secondary aspirations. So, everyone has returned. Ariel got 400 simoleons, which is not a lot. Beau has gotten 500, and Desdemona has gotten 500. And like I suspected, Desdemona is graduating, or it has graduated, that is. Beau is now a senior. Ariel is now a junior. So, yay. That's great. So we're going to be able to get Desdemona out of here. Desdemona is probably not too happy that Beau is talking to Ariel. So she's trying to talk to Ariel to kind of like get her away from Beau. She's talking crap about their cousin Mason. That's so mean. Desdemona is like quickly becoming not one of my favorite Sims. She's kind of a jerk. Like, isn't she? She's not nice. Literally, like, I was looking at her personality to see if, like, I misinterpreted anything, but I feel like it's pretty on the nose. She is, pretty grouchy and not super playful either, so that kind of just leads me to believe, like, the story I've crafted here where she's a little bit spiteful and jealous and possessive, like, I can really see that for her, especially considering, that she is a Capp. She is very gorgeous, though. She does have that going for her. Alright, so she's graduated. She didn't get honors or anything, but that's okay. She did the thing. So usually when my Sims graduate, I wait until about like halfway through the day before I send them home. Like, they do have 72 hours before they have to leave campus, but I tend to send them home pretty much the same day. And they still have the better half of today, so I'll let her go home like in the evening, and that'll be fine. So Beau's new class time is from 1 to 3, so he has to go right now. His GPA dropped to 3.1. Oh no, and Ariel's dropped to 3.0. Desdemona did wind up graduating with that 2.8, but you know, she doesn't really care. She mostly just came to college because her parents kind of forced her to. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the Capp family is kind of one of those legacy families where, like, even if the Sim themselves probably don't really want to go to college or don't have the need to, they're still going to go because the Capp family is kind of alumni here, and they are going to be like, yeah, you are a legacy Sim, you are, you know, legacy child, that is. You are definitely going to college. Alright, so Ariel has to want once again to write her term paper. Once again, she's just studious, like she's kind of a very unproblematic child, which is very much a breath of fresh air after her big sister Desdemona is kind of creating all this drama for us. Perhaps like Ariel kind of grew up in Desdemona's shadow because they are so close in age, and this may have made it more difficult for Ariel because, you know, Desdemona was always getting the attention. It kind of goes hand in hand with her bio as well. The youngest in a large family, Ariel just hopes she won't get lost in the shuffle. Can she get enough attention from her parents with all her siblings around? So the answer to that was probably no. She probably didn't get a lot of attention, but on the opposite end of the spectrum than Desdemona, Ariel just didn't feel the need to like act out to get that attention. Instead, she's just like, like I'm just gonna kind of do me. I have goals and I want to work towards those. And I actually, now that I really have thought about it, I think she's going to be a perfect fit for the intelligence career. And I love the idea of like a spy, like a Capp family member being a spy. Like, that's kind of cool. Love that for her. And then, of course, Desdemona doesn't have a very studious or, academic nature, and her lifetime want is to just woohoo with 20 different Sims. So, Lord only knows what kind of job she's going to get. Oh, Eric is coming to do some homework with her. I don't know if I'm going to throw a graduation party. I guess I could. I suppose it wouldn't hurt anything. I feel like this video is already long enough. We don't need to add more content at this point, but maybe it won't take very long. So we're going to invite our parents, Goneril and Albany, and it won't let me... Oh, I'm going to have to summon over everybody else, but that's okay. Yes, and then she changes into her graduation gown. Yay! Goodbye, Orlando. Something needs to be done about Orlando. I went ahead and teleported all of Desdemona's siblings because since I was already bringing over Hal and Miranda because they're close friends, I wanted her younger siblings, Talia and Carter, to be here, and they have absolutely no relationship. Girl, what? Every time I see this boy, his hair gets longer. This must be a new default replacement for the hair he had before. Oh my lord. I mean, listen, like, nothing against long hair for little boys, but this might be too long. I don't know if his parents would let it get this out of hand, so he might need a haircut. Hold on. Alright, so little Carter got a haircut. I think it suits him better anyway. I think his parents would be like, you know what, boy? No, you're getting a haircut. Enough is enough. And then same thing with Hal Capp. He needs a new hairstyle. He just recently graduated. First of all, he is so fine. Oh my god. Hold on. The whole, this branch of the Capp family, they are very good-looking Sims, shockingly enough. He needs a new hairstyle because his new default replacement has a gray streak, and even though it could be considered, a cool, alternative style, I think that I usually reserve this hairstyle for my older Sims, so let's do that. Alright, so you cannot tell me that he is stunning. Oh my god. Wait, oh my gosh, so I found this custom hair. It's like a dyed hair in the game. And, oh my gosh, yes. So, yep. Yep, that's all I can say. Her other friends involved here are Bottom Summer Dream, and so Bottom Summer Dream has a bit of history with Hal. I think they're still romantically involved at this moment in time. And we've got Lucy Goth, which I cannot wait to get back to Lucy Goth's household and have this baby. She's been pregnant forever, guys. I'm so ready to have this baby. All right. Anyway, so Beau just got in the shower, and it is time for Desdemona's graduation party. She changed back into her everyday wear. I guess I could use something to put her back into the graduation outfit. Oh, I see. So whenever you use the Tom's Clothing Tester to put the Sims in their graduation uniforms, or gowns, I don't know why I keep saying uniforms, it puts other people in them too. So Nicholas is wearing one. Not sure who else is wearing one. Hopefully... Oh no, Ariel's wearing one? Girl. That's kind of weird. I don't know why I did that for everybody. Very unnecessary, but, I guess I appreciate it nonetheless. And we are going to maybe spend some time with your family since they're here. There you go. Oh god, the TV is going again. Okay, girl, your whole family's here. I don't know why you are wasting time talking to some townie. Of course, it's really hard to navigate here because everyone is spread out everywhere. She's gonna maybe say hello to her parents, and maybe to her little sister Talia, who she honestly doesn't know very well. So Ariel actually has to go to class right now, which is unfortunate, so she won't really get to say goodbye or anything to her sister or her family. But it's okay, because, she's gonna see her again soon. It's not like this is goodbye for a long time or anything. Let me get rid of this. Don't need that anymore. And we're just up here hanging out with Talia. Her energy is very low, but we're just gonna suffer through it. There's still about 2 hours left in the party. Beau isn't really having anything to do with the party because, he's not really friends with Desdemona anymore. But I am going to have him come up here and maybe study some parenting. Yeah, again, like, this party is not for him. He doesn't really want to be a part of it, especially after the way that Desdemona's been treating him. She kind of really just... He could have been willing to be her friend, but she really just pushed him over, like, to the point of no return, probably. Like, I don't think that things are gonna go well for them anymore. Alright, we're gonna talk to Carter. And we're just kind of hanging out. So if anything eventful happens, I'll come back. Okay, so the party just ended, and nothing really eventful happened. Beau has just been reading, and Desdemona's just been socializing with her family. She just was talking to her father, and now the party's over, so she's going to age up to an adult. I can't wait to see. Okay. Now, the outfit is not really for her, but it's not terrible, so this is one of my default replacements. It could be worse. And look at how she is just staring dead at Beau. Oh my god, almost a broken neck. Just to see if he has any opinions on the matter, but he is just, like, less than bothered. Like, he cannot be bothered to care what she's got going on. She immediately rolled the wand to get a job in the slacker career, which is interesting. Before she leaves, I like to have them take their stuff with them from the dorm room, like their personal items. Oh, I just sold it. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to put it in here. And it remains to be seen. Like, I'm not sure where she's going to, like, live. Maybe she will get her own place. I'm not really sure what she's going to decide to do, if she's going to get her own place. I'm just going to sell the posters and this. Or maybe she will move in with her family again. Like, I don't really see her going back to live with her parents, even though that would be, like, the most sensible option. But I think that she maybe will move in with her sister, if her sister Miranda will allow it. Or possibly her brother Hal. He doesn't have a roommate right now, so... You know, she has options. I completely forgot, however, to deposit her final money into her account, so I'm probably going to have to make a note of that I need to add 500 simoleons to Miranda's bank account. And while I'm thinking about it as well, where are you, Ariel? Just go back from class. She needs to deposit her money as well. I think Ariel only got 400, and Beau got 500. So I'm actually very glad I thought about it now, because it would have been sad if I had forgotten. But yeah, that's it. We're just depositing the money. And this is pretty much it for the end of this round. This was a very long video. I don't know how, like, much I'll be able to cut it, but it's probably still going to be very long for you as well. So if you've made it this far, I, like, really appreciate you watching. Oh, Hal is still here. Get out, though. Let's see. We don't... Okay, yeah, we're best friends as well. Ariel and Hal are best friends. That's very nice. The older kids are closer. Beau is still up here. He's studying parenting instead of doing schoolwork, which probably is not the best use of his time. We really need to get everybody out of here, though. There are far too many people here. Wait, are we friends with Bottom? Looks like we were once upon a time. Maybe just, like, you know, socialize a little bit. It's hard to keep their friendships alive. It really is, but... I do my best. So now it is just Ariel and Beau, but Astrid will be moving in. She will be a freshman, while Ariel and Beau are a junior and senior respectively. So that's kind of cool. We're keeping the dorm alive. Who the hell are you? Lydia, why are you in there? Okay, and so now we are going to say goodbye to everyone and answer the phone. Just get them out of your house. Your dorm, that is. Aw, and so little Alice Brooke is called to speak with Beau. So this is Beau's niece. So yeah, whenever they're in university, they don't have a lot of time for family time. I tend to just focus on that when they're back home, when they have more time to do other things. So little Alice is his only, let me see. Yeah, this is his only niece right now. It's kind of weird how she's not showing up, I guess. I have to click on Dustin, but Alice is the daughter of Dustin and Angela. Yeah, and that's it. That's all the kids that they have right now. So Alice now has a cousin, Kaden, which is nice. Okay, but he's done talking with her. We're gonna come down and get some dinner. Ariel's done eating. Oh, interesting. This is completely just from ACR, I want to say. Leonid is flirting with Ariel. Okay. You know what? She was into it. They hardly know each other, but that's fine. And now he is appreciating her. That's very nice. So, you know what? She... Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on! Wait! Wait! Wait, wait, wait. What? I'm sorry. I have to stop. I can't. How did this happen? I am just absolutely tickled. So I guess, Ariel and this Leonid guy, maybe I'll just call him Leo, are smooching it up. Alright. You guys do you. Their relationship got a huge boost from. Oh! She just tried to make out with him, though. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. That's way too much. Way too soon. Wow, I'm amused. Oh, no, and of course that's a bad memory. Girl, that's what you get. See, she got too excited. Stop embarrassing yourself. So she's gonna do her homework and she's gonna go to bed. I think that's what she's gonna have to do. Because that was too embarrassing to come back from tonight. Alright, so they just both went to bed. It is now 2 a.m. Technically, the season did just tick over to autumn. I think I'm going to leave it for the time being. If you guys have noticed in my other videos, we've been ending with like actually 1 day left in summer. But I've decided that whenever we go and restart the next rotation, I'm just going to have it be the first day of fall. I'm going to have to cheat it over for some, and some of them are already there because I must have gotten the days out of sync at some point. So whatever, that's fine. It's going to be the first day of autumn when we come back to all of the households, when we begin the next rotation. So Ariel just woke up, once again, only rolling, you know, boring ones, sorry, it's not really boring, but, you know, she's a knowledge sim, so nothing super eventful going on here. She just wants to study and gain skill points and play chess. Ooh, but she is going to need some skill points, so I'm going to lock in that one right there. And then Beau here, he's still asleep, but he's gonna wake up in just a second, so I'll wait. So also awake. I don't know why his lights aren't coming on. And nothing eventful here either. I appreciate that earlier he did have all those wants for Beatrice, so at least I know he's thinking about her. But he's back to just being on his school grind. He's a senior, he just has to focus on getting out of here so that he can go home and help take care of his son, who has now been born at this exact moment, because this is technically Sunday at 6 a.m. So yeah, that's going to be it for this household, guys, this dorm, whatever you want to call it. It was kind of crazy. A lot of things happened. I was not expecting things to snowball like that for Beau and Desdemona, but I am glad that it happened because I think that Beau and Beatrice are going to be perfect for each other, and I think that he needed to do that. He needed to kind of, you know, let her down gently. It's Desdemona's own fault, honestly. Again, I understand her being upset, but she really just kind of blew things out of proportion for Beau, so we'll see how she feels when she is an adult living back home and he's still here. So this would be the last household we would have to complete before we went into the next rotation. However, we do still need to go back to Pleasant View and play with Bottom Summer Dream and Hal Cap. They moved there. Both of them are in their own apartments. They're not living together, although I probably should have just had them live together, but I wasn't sure at the time where the relationship was going to go. I forgot to check while they were visiting on the lot whether or not they're still in love. I think that they are, but we're going to be going to visit with Bottom Summer Dream next time, so hopefully we can figure things out for her then. And then after Bottom, yeah, we have Hal Cap, and I do have plans to add Kaylin Langrak and Crystal Vu as playables at the end of this rotation, but let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that in a video, or if you would rather me just kind of pop Kaylin and Crystal into apartments somewhere and just have them be playable, and just kind of like maybe play them in the next rotation if you guys want to go ahead and get started. I may even do a poll on my community tab if you want to check that out here in the next coming weeks before I start making those videos, to see if you guys would rather me just do that or go ahead and move on to the Goth family and begin the next rotation. But look at that, guys, we're at the finish line, we're almost done. It's been a long time coming, especially because of my sporadic uploads. I probably would have been done with this first rotation a lot sooner had it not been for the fact that I was pretty slow on getting the videos out. But yeah, I've been having such a great time, and I would just like to say thank you so much once again to all of the people that have been so lovely and left such nice comments, and everyone that has, like, you know, given me storyline ideas, and all the other amazing simmers out there that I watch that have inspired me to kind of get more creative with not only my storytelling but also my builds. I like to think that I've sort of, like, you know, moved on up in the world as far as my tastes have gone. They've changed, we've evolved, if you will. Let me know what you would like to see as far as whether you want me to maybe combine Hal and Bottom's video, add Kaylin and Crystal's video, or if I should just go ahead and start with the Goth family. Okay, have a great rest of your day, your night, your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!